Alright, part 2 of the birthday celebration. And let's play some arcade games, shall we? Sorry for the cowabungas. But anyways, here we are with the original TMNT arcade game made by Konami. I will be playing this on my PS2 here, with the my copy of TMNT Battle Nexus 2. So anyways, I will be uploading this around my birthday, so this is just part 2 of it, and I've been wanting to show off a beat 'em up, and this is actually one that I actually really enjoyed. So anyways, I guess I could go up with the controls. I'm using the PS2, of course. So X is to attack, and square is to jump, and so is triangle. And if you press circle, you get an extra life. It's pretty broken, but it makes it playable. So you might be hearing Cowabunga a lot. I am about as average as it gets with this game. That or it's just because I haven't played it in a while. Because I used to play this a lot when I was younger. It's not a very long game. This will probably take about 2 videos. Oh, these guys are annoying. So one thing I never really expressed is how much I actually like the Ninja Turtles. Because I've always been much of a Ninja Turtle fan. Because my older brother, he was a pretty big fan himself, so I guess it kind of adapts with me. Because he also liked Pokemon, and I like Pokemon. He was really into Power Rangers. I wasn't too big into Power Rangers, but I do remember watching the show. But, anyways, this is the first level in April's apartment. This kind of takes place, or kind of reminds me of like the 1990 feature film of TMNT, their first one. Because, spoiler alert, for a 33-year-old game, there is, her apartment turns into a blaze. So, and I think this game came out. Actually, no, this game came out before the movie did. Yeah, this came out in 1988 or 1989. But it's a good beat 'em up, and never fails to satisfy me at least. Of course, there's Turtles in Time, which is probably the definitive game in itself. And probably so. So anyways, here's Rocksteady. Yeah. Excuse me. I'm not the best with beat 'em ups themselves. I mean, even though I've played many of them. Alright, scene 2. And we just seen Shredder, so that's a joy. So first order of business is to save April. This does, the movie kind of does take, like its pacing from, well, not this game. It's kind of, I think this is based off the comic books, I want to say, or the TV show. I'm not sure. I would do some research on that, not take my word for it. And so, yeah, I'm going to play as Leonardo for this playthrough. There is a way to, like, select which turtle you want to play as. However, in my case, I only have a, with a PS2, there's only 2 control slots. So, if you have this game on GameCube, it's probably easier, I'm assuming. Because, player 2, you play as Michelangelo, which is probably people's favorite turtle regardless. I don't really have a favorite turtle. I kind of like them all the same. They all have different personalities, and it's... I don't know, I just think they're all pretty cool in their own right. Anyways, player 3 is Donatello, and player 4 is Raphael. Because I need one of those controller converters in order to play as Donatello or Raphael, or need a buddy of mine to play with. And sadly, my cat doesn't have opposable thumbs, so... Of course, I have my friend Cosmic Low, but he's in Tennessee, so he's a state below me. Oh yeah, if you get this pizza here, this will regenerate your health. Highly recommend. So at the beginning there, you'll see that, oops. That I got a bunch of health there from just pressing circle. Because you can always keep going. Like, if you get a game over, you can still reset, and you'll probably just get, like, one life back. But that's, of course, a headache, so... And I don't want to have to bother you guys by pressing all the time, so... Now watch out for the sign, where it says caution, because, yeah, those guys will jump down. Now, I had played the arcade version of this game years ago. I can't remember where exactly. It's definitely like at an arcade or something. I can't remember exactly where, and it was years ago. But I do have I have a pretty decent history with arcades. Like, I remember, of course, playing Golden Axe, and Dead or Alive as well, I've played before. Tekken 4, I remember playing a lot, too, at this bowling alley that my brother used to play at. So, my brother used to play competitive bowling. And, whenever he was at practice or something, and my parents or my grandparents, I can't remember whoever had to take us, I would just come along and I would just play in the arcade while he practiced. It was good times. Which is funny because I also played sports myself. But of course soccer is my bread and butter. So anyways, here's Bebop. You mostly see him in the older things, but I think he appears in the new Ninja Turtles movie, which I still have yet to see, but it will come eventually. So now here we are in the sewers, as you would expect the Ninja Turtles to be. Ow. It was I debated whether I wanted to play this one or the Turtles in Time one, because I have it on my SNES Classics, so... But, I feel like that one gets a lot of attention, so I thought, let's go ahead and do this one instead. Also, I think this one was going to be easier to film anyway, so it all worked out. But anyone who's watching, feel free to share who your favorite turtle is. Like I said before, I can't really pick. I like them all, really. They all four of them had distinct personalities. So anyways... At this moment, I would probably have a game over. I'm definitely not the best. Like, from what I've noticed, like, sometimes I'll try to attack from above, which, it's kind of like in Smash, where if you try to attack from above, it can make you very vulnerable. Oh yeah, you might want to stay away from the bottom here. Those rocket balls start blasting away. You don't want that. Pizza time. you like, I like standing right here and just having them all just jump out. Because those little robots, they take one hit. It's funny because they're actually hard to fight in Battle Nexus 2 as it is. I love pulling that off. It's so satisfying. Ah, took my health there. Also, you'll see that 106 above my health gauge there. That's how many enemies I've defeated, so like I said before, you don't want to get sandwiched between enemies. You'll definitely get hit that way. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but do as you can. And the era of Ninja Turtles that I like, I have the most fond memories of, because I've had the action figures, I've had the toys, I've had the video games as right here. I've seen the movies. The 2003, which is this game, is not this particular game, but Battle Nexus is based off of, is probably my favorite era of Ninja Turtles. That's, of course, the one I've watched and grew up watching and liked the most, so. And this game is actually pretty cool. I probably could show off this game. It is, has its own flaws going for it, but if you're a Ninja Turtle fan, you might like it just fine. I will say this, though, this arcade game is better. But I'll leave that to judgment for whoever wants to try it out, so. Or who's up for the challenge. So just like in classic beat-em-ups in Konami style, just keep attacking them and eventually you will win. And every time the game says Cowabunga, that's me pressing the circle button, by the way. That's not the game. But like I said before, 200 will... Okay, that's kind of funny. One way. Ah. Get out of there. Oh, dang. It's fine. And just like that, we have 172 enemies. I'm not sure what my exact record is. Oh, and watch out for this blue car here. You'll see. Like that. I was fishing it out. These guys with the guns are probably the most annoying enemies of all. But any of that, I hope everyone's having will have a good weekend. They're, of course, I'm having my birthday, so I'm having time to myself. Now we have to fight Bebop and Rocksteady together. This might be the hardest fight in the game, in my opinion. I think the both of them. I recommend taking out Rocksteady first, the Rhino. Because he can shoot from above and stuff, and yeah, it's hard to dodge. And to my knowledge, it seems like Bebop just kind of like, I want to say tases, but that's not the right word. And if they bump into each other like that, that's, of course, gives you a good free hit at them, or either one. But I'm going for Rocksteady here, or I'm trying to. Thank you very much. Makes it easier for me to get to them. I know I'm playing very reckless. Oh, good. They're when they're blinking red, that's very good. Means they're about to beat them. Ow. Sky uppercut. What is he in? Hemochan? Get him. Dang. Okay, different approach. There we go. Knocked them up both at the same time. Let's move it. Hubba, 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 hubba. Who didn't crush over April O'Neil back then? Let's be real here. And again, watch out for cars. Because I know one of the greatest crossovers of all time with Ninja Turtles. Well, you probably could say it's the best crossover with Power Rangers is the Ninja Turtles, which I have seen that episode. That was pretty great. Because, like I said, I still watched Power Rangers when I was a kid, even if I wasn't too huge into them, or my brother was more big into them than I was. Yeah, these enemies that reach out, they're pretty annoying. These little robots. And here's a little fun trivia for you. Oh, I knocked him off that motorcycle like you can do in Batman Returns. But a little interesting piece of trivia for you guys. The comic book that the Ninja Turtles first started out as was actually very gory and very violent. And the Foot Clan that they fight against. Get it. Oh, too late. They were actual ninjas. They weren't like robots like in the cartoon and in the game right here, because this is supposed to be based off of like the cartoon. And of course it was for children, of course, so they couldn't make it humans. And what makes sense for them is to just slice them and then blood just wouldn't come out, of course. So they just made them robots and have them explode. Less graphic. Get out of here. Oh wow, I really needed help there. I didn't realize. Watch out for these guys with hammers. They hit hard. Ah. Couldn't dodge that knife. That dagger. This might be my least favorite level, to be honest. Mostly because it's nothing special. But on a brighter note, this level does remind me a little bit of Jet Ground Radio. If anyone's ever played that game. I think you could play it on PS3, or you could have bought it at the time. I have it for second Dreamcast, so I've thought about showing it off, but we'll see. Level not done yet. And if you play the Turtles in Time, you'll have like these skateboarding sections. I think one of those was in the sewer, and yeah, you had to like ride the skateboard down and fight enemies. what's funny is that the skateboard doesn't that it catches you every time, no matter what. I like the physics behind that. As if there is any. There we go. Yeah, these flying enemies are they're a bit tricky. Uh-oh. Yeah, I gotta be careful with this part. But if you really want a challenge when playing this game, if you're playing it on the Battle Nexus version, feel free to try it without using the extra lives button, or the cowabunga button, I guess you'd call it. Me personally, I know I'm not the best at this game, so I thought I better just go ahead and use it. I've always spammed it though when I was playing, even back then. Okay, you gotta go. Get here, buddy. There's too many. Three's a crowd. Come here. There we go. I guess the other guy gave up. And also in these screenshots you see here, well, I'll tell you that in the next video, so stay tuned.